Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Well, welcome to the Double R Show. Double R here along with son Paul, and it is going to be another interesting program. I like the lineup of people we have again today.
Yeah, it's great. We're going to have Mayor Short on from Depoe Bay. Jeanne Sprague is going to join us again from the Lincoln City Community Center and Parks and Rec for the city. And then a new voice and face to Lincoln City. We're going to have Sara Reveille from the Lincoln City Cultural Center is going to join us.
That's going to be kind of fun. And at the end of the program, a little bit of a teaser of Good Times Are Happening. We'll tell you more about that right after this.
ACM Award winners, Eli Young Band. Got a little drunk last night. Live in concert. Saturday, February 1st, 8 p.m., Chinook Winds Casino Resort. A night of timeless classics. On sale now at ChinookWinds.com. Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
City of Depoe Bay, Kathy Short is with us, and Kathy is the mayor. Third time around.
Third time around, yeah.
Third time's got to be charmed,
Third and
Kathy.
last.
Third and last, are
Third
you
and
sure?
last. Yeah, I'm positive. It's in the charter that you can only serve 3 terms, so
okay.
6 years total. So
That's a lot of giving.
it is, but it's really worth it. And I served actually 2 years before that on city council, so I will have put in my time.
Why?
Because I love my neighbors,
Okay.
and I love Depoe Bay, and there's so much to do to keep people safe. You know, that's one of my goals. Livability is also a goal. It's going forward with all the projects that we have, like our harbor. Have you been down to see our
yes.
harbor that's
I
under
did.
construction?
Saw it last weekend again.
Oh, it's just amazing. And it's just so heartwarming to know that it's going to be safe and it's going to be ADA accessible now.
Now, they are putting in all new pilings, all new docks
All new.
Throughout the entire bay, right?
That's dock number 1, if you remember, was replaced when the tsunami came in.
Okay, right.
So it's just 2, 3, and 4 docks that are being replaced. All of the pilings. In fact, when I first became on city council, we had pictures of those pilings, and they're just wretched. They were just, it was just mind-blowing how bad it was. And so that was the first thing on my agenda when I became mayor. Well, and the pandemic started it.
Sure.
When we were able to apply for grants, in which I did, with the help of Representative Gomberg and Senator Dick Anderson. They both helped me. We've got $4.5 total million in grants to get that going. And so
How important is the bay to Depoe Bay?
it's crucial. I mean, the world's smallest harbor, you can get out fishing in 3 minutes. And you go up to any other bar. In fact, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. He said, "Oh my gosh, that ride out from Astoria is nuts." And I thought, "Oh, you better believe it." So you better put Depoe Bay on your agenda, because in 3 minutes you'll be out fishing and loving it, or whale watching, or whatever you're out to do. But
Now, Depoe Bay still does not have a tax base, correct?
we do not.
And probably never will.
Well, we did vote on it in 1997, and it was overwhelmingly turned down. So we depend on our user fees for the water and sewer. We depend on, our harbor leases and mortgages. And then our greatest income producer is transit room taxes. And that is what funds our general fund. And it is very hard to make ends meet, but we've been getting grants and pursuing more grants, and that's how we really get our projects done.
And I think in the past you've had a combination or worked with the county for law enforcement, correct?
Well, yes, we did finally get a contract approved, and that was very gratifying to bring some patrols on. When 2 blocks from me, when I saw drug dealers down there and young children, it was like, this is something.
I remember hearing you talk about that.
Yeah, it was just awful.
You were infuriated.
Oh, disgusting in my neighborhood to have children able to secure drugs. And so I worked tirelessly, and I worked with Sheriff Landers on that as well to get it finally passed through council, because there was great opposition. We don't need it. And now we have the opportunity, actually in our funds for this budget year, to have a second patrolman on, so that we would have full-time coverage. And unfortunately, our council turned that down.
Why?
We've had some issues with the one deputy that we have on board, and there's staffing issues with the sheriff's department.
Mm-hmm.
And so we weren't getting, in their opinion of some of the counselors, was we weren't getting the service that we should have been getting. And so they wanted to see if the sheriff department could get staffed up. And so that's something we've funded, and they are getting staffed, and we're getting good service now. And our deputy does a fantastic job, not only just with stopping people because they're violating the rules of the road. I've seen him out helping people, with pushing their cars off the road, or, just helping folks as well. And so it's just gratifying to have that within our community, that compassion for others.
What are the major needs right now, Kathy, for Depoe Bay?
Gosh, where do I start? There's so many things that we need to finish our projects. Finish our harbor and get that going. One of the things that I get questions about is we have no services in Depoe Bay. We have no grocery store. We have Chester's, which we love, up the road.
Yep, couple of
but
miles.
Still, you need a car, to be able to get up there.
I had Bob Jackson in the grocery store years ago on the corner.
Yeah, that's right. So people would like a library, to have, because, we just don't have that service here. And to get into Newport or Lincoln City is our closest avenues. And so it would be nice to have a small lending library where folks could go and have fun. And then we have a beautiful community center, but we don't have the staff to bring on. I'd love to be able to do a senior potluck, once a week or that type of thing, to bring people together again after COVID. We're starting slowly in fact, a meeting that I've got to be at by 5:30. We're going to try and do the crab feeds.
Oh, good.
And get that going again and put heads and beds back into our little community. Yes, people are coming down. They were down like crazy over the weekend, but they're day trippers. They don't come and stay overnight. And so that's trying to get people back into the city to promote our businesses is going to be one of the top things.
You've always had the entire community working together for that goal. In all of the years that I've been to Depoe Bay, it always seemed, didn't make any difference if you're a senior, if you're a fisherman, if you were a business owner, if you were a laborer. You always had that goal to put those heads in those beds.
That's right. Right, exactly. And unfortunately, we don't have a Chamber of Commerce now, and so we're asking the city to step up and help us.
How about the salmon bake?
We want to do the salmon bake as well, but we thought we should start with the crab feed because it's smaller, doesn't need quite as many volunteers, and it doesn't draw as many people as the salmon bake does.
Keep us informed so we'll keep everybody else informed of what's going on in fun-filled, beautiful downtown Depoe Bay.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to be on my ringy-dingy list to call as soon as we get all the information together.
That's wonderful. Kathy Short, Mayor of the City of Depoe Bay, home of the world's smallest year-round navigable harbor. It is probably one of my most favorite places ever, period.
Oh, thank you.
It's home away from home.
And I get that all the time. Every time I go to any conference or with friends or that type of thing, they say, I love Depoe Bay. I'm going, I love Depoe Bay more.
You'll find a book for every occasion at Bob's Beach Books. Something to read as you relax by an open fire? We have it. Studying a particular topic? We have that too. Traveling to a far-off land? Discover it first by reading. Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City? Come discover.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
Gretchen Wilson, live in concert.
You know I'm here for the party.
She's bringing back the party, and she's ready to get rowdy. Saturday, January 18th, Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Tickets are on sale now at ChinookWinds.com. Gretchen Wilson live.
Time sure flies when you're all jacked up.
Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
Jeanne Sprague, Lincoln City Parks and Rec, it is off to a new year.
It is off to a fantastic new year, Roger.
You've got to have a lot of plans as you look forward to Lincoln City turning 60.
We do. We are so excited about that. We heard from the mayor that she is looking at the city possibly doing something on March 3rd, the 60th birthday anniversary of Lincoln City. And so we started brainstorming about what we could do.
And when you look at his 60-year history, and the city, it took a lot of time to become Lincoln City, even though it was named that.
That is what I heard.
So it's rather interesting to look forward to, and any and all organizations can get involved, right?
Most certainly. I know that Explore Lincoln City is spearheading this, so Ken Cooper-Finling, the director there, is reaching out to a lot of different organizations. She's the one that reached out to us, and our plan as of right now is for Monday, March 3rd, for us to open the community center for free admission to all for the entire day to celebrate the 60th birthday, and we'll have a big banner hanging on our community center to say happy birthday to Lincoln City.
And you'll be leading the singing, is that what I understand?
Oh, you know it. No, that's why we have vocal workshops. Those participants will lead the singing.
Speaking of workshops and entertainment and the like, you've got something different coming up here at the community center.
We do. I have such great management and coordinators here in Parks and Recreation, and they thought outside the box and wanted to offer different program offerings to the public. And it includes musical theater class, it includes vocal workshops. We now have swim lessons year-round. We have the young adult club called Yak. Lots of new programs coming up. We also have water aerobics on Saturdays now.
So the pool has really come back to life full circle.
Oh, my goodness. Most certainly. We have two great aquatic managers and an aquatic lead there running the programs. We have classes almost every day. The pool is open every day, 7 days a week. We have swim lessons year-round now. We help host the swim club and the Taft High School swim team. We are busy.
No, there is really no difference, or there is a difference, not a big difference between the high school and the swim team, correct?
Well, the swim club is a nonprofit and the swim team is through the high school, but I can tell you, most of the swimmers I see going through the club end up on the high school team.
That's right. It's kind of a jump-off point for them.
Most certainly.
Okay, as you look down the road, you've still going to be extremely excited about the new parks coming online.
Oh my goodness, we just had a meeting about it an hour ago. We're on phase 2. As you know, we opened the first inclusive playground on the Oregon coast in December, and we're looking at starting construction in May and June for the special events covered stage and the lawn area, the promenade, the entry plaza, picnic shelters. So we hope to get that done late fall this year, 2025. I can't believe it. And then in 2026, we're going to finish the park. We're going to get those multi-sports courts in, the multi-sports field, the pickleball courts. We're going to finish it up.
I just wish you would show some enthusiasm for this.
I know, really. Very funny, Roger.
I mean, it is so exciting when you talk about an all-inclusive playground for children of all ages. That's not what you find in most cities.
No, because it's not required. You know, it's called universal inclusive design, and it's a step above where you make the playground or any park amenity available to all ages and all abilities.
As you go to the beach accesses, a number of places have got a little canisters or something sitting out there that you need to come and talk to the city about. What's that all about?
The canisters.
The chairs, the beach
Oh,
chairs.
yes. We have the beach wheelchairs. So we have those located at Southwest 51st Beach Access, along with the Moby mats, which come out for about 6 months out of the year. And those are free to the public. They're accessible. We hope to have them at D River at some point, too. So we're constantly looking to expand our accessible services.
So how does somebody avail themselves of that?
It's super easy. We made it as easy for the public as possible. They just go down to the actual site where the beach wheelchairs are housed. They're housed in bike lockers. We figured that out. How could we make it available easy to the public? On the actual bike locker is a sign with exactly how to access the beach wheelchair for free.
As we come driving up to the community center today, I see the park is full of dogs.
Yes, our dog park is one of our most popular parks.
It really is. I mean, there's any number of people that utilize them, well, for their pets for that park.
Most certainly. It's utilized for humans to socialize and for dogs to socialize. We get them both.
Now, is there a charge for people to take their dogs into that?
Not at all. All of our parks and open spaces are free and open to the public.
Now, one final thing to bring people's attention to, you do have the senior center downstairs as well, but you've also got the opportunity for people to get help with their taxes. Yes. That's forthcoming as well.
Well, that is through the Senior Center 501c3, so we do hope that they have that this year. I know they're always looking for volunteers for it.
So, and again, that's a different program than the Parks and Rec.
Correct. The Senior Center puts that program on.
The Senior Center, it kind of come full circle. It is really doing some fun things for people, is it not?
Oh, my goodness, most certainly. They're open 7 days a week. They're volunteer-driven and run, and they offer some great programs.
And last but not least, some of the space that you have here in the building is available for rent.
It is. The community center is available rent. So are many of our parks and park amenities like picnic shelters. And we host everything from family reunions to weddings to a simple child's birthday party.
And you'll have a birthday party, the 60th birthday party, in March.
Yes, a very important birthday party.
That is really fun. I had forgotten that. I shouldn't have forgotten that.
I thought you would have known of all people, Roger.
Well, it's age thing.
You got a lot on your minds, for sure. We have another special event coming up, too, that I wanted to tell you about.
Okay.
You know, it's MLK Junior Day coming up this Monday. We also are starting for the first year ever National Day of Service in honor of MLK Junior Day. And anyone is welcome to come out, meet us at Cutler City Open Space at 10 a.m., and we will be laying bark chips on the trail and cutting ivy in honor of MLK Jr.
Zantello Law Group has moved. I'm Josh Zantello, and our law firm is now located across from the Lincoln City Community Center on Northeast 21st. Our law firm of knowledgeable professionals stand ready to assist you in life's matters.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service.
We at La Roca are proud of our food, but don't take our word for it. Read the reviews. One person wrote, "The service was friendly and efficient." Another writes, La Roca has become one of our favorites because it's authentic Mexican food.
A new face at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. We'd like to meet and welcome Sara Reveille. And Sara, I understand you were with AmeriCorps?
Yes, thank you. Yes, I was with AmeriCorps Vista before I joined here at the Cultural Center.
So you were in Costa Rica?
No, you must be thinking of someone else. I wasn't in Costa Rica before. I was in Arizona. I was a farm-to-school coordinator, and I served 2-year-long terms as an AmeriCorps Vista.
From that, you bring what to the Lincoln City Cultural Center?
A lot of grant writing experience. I'm currently working on some grants for the Arts Exploration Outreach Program that Krista Eddy teaches, and fundraising experience. So that's what I do here. I'm the Donor Relations Manager, so I help with that.
Donor Relations means specifically what?
It's a lot of things. But I help with the annual campaign. I help with organizing the Culture of Course gala that we do every year. I do donor fulfillment, making sure that our donors are properly thanked and appreciated and recognized for their donations that they contribute here to the Cultural Center. Yeah, that's just a small snapshot of what I do.
Can you say thank you enough?
We seriously could not say thank you enough. That's why I'm here. I'm really glad that we have the capacity to have this position here, thanks to a grant that funds my position, to make sure that our community knows how much we appreciate them.
Okay, you raise money. Have you got a specific goal, specific projects right now?
We just wrapped up our annual campaign, which ended on December 31st, and we were so surprised we actually went over our fundraising goal of $50,000. So we're really super excited and appreciative of that. We're so thankful to our community for helping us go above and beyond our goal. And right now is the season of grant writing, so I'm working on several grants to help fund next school year for the art education program that Krista Eddy teaches in North Lincoln County schools.
Tell us a little bit about that program that she's teaching within the schools, because there really is not a lot of art education within the schools, right?
Yeah, that's correct. There wouldn't be any art education in the schools if it were not for this program. There wasn't any ongoing arts programming before the Cultural Center started this program with the schools. So we're heading into our third year of doing this program with the schools. And now every student in first through sixth grade receives a monthly art class, thanks to Krista and also our ceramics manager, who's the second teacher for this arts program.
The arts program goes out, not within the building, right?
That's correct. They go into the schools and they have an amazing art curriculum that actually integrates with the classroom subjects. So they work very closely with the teachers to make connections between the art lessons and their social studies and their science and their math, all of those subjects.
You talked about writing grants to support this program. What kind of organizations are you sending those grants to?
We've got several grants on our priority list to apply for. This program was previously funded by a Miller Grant and Braemar Trust. We are setting our hopes on a Sponenberg Memorial Trust grant, as well as a few others. There's a long list. It's a large program to fund. The budget for the program is around $40,000.
It is amazing to me to think of the number of potential grants that are out there. That's a lot of research.
Well, thankfully, I have a lot of guidance and help from Nikki Price, our executive director here, who has an extensive list of grants to apply for.
Now, you talked about the grants, but you would accept a contribution from anybody in the community to support the program, right?
Absolutely. We're looking for funding for this program, not just from grants, but also from donors as well. And actually, $10,000 was raised above our $50,000 goal during our annual campaign. So that money is going directly to support this program.
I just love the notion of the building going out, not the people coming in. It's a whole new concept.
Absolutely. Well, in all of my public education experience, I've found that when a local nonprofit can support their local public school district, it makes a humongous difference in enriching the learning and supporting our schools.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
We may be young, but we are experienced. Hi, Adina Zeller here, and Zeller's restaurants are now a year old, but the experience in preparing and serving food goes way back generations. Zeller's Lincoln City and Rose Lodge. Come on in.
Well, welcome back to the Double R Show. Some activities in and around the Lincoln City community. Of course, it's tax time, and the AARP Tax Aid Program is underway at the Lincoln City Community Center. You'll find out more information at the Community Center on that. Lincoln City Caregiver Support Group, presented by the Alzheimer's Association for Oregon and Southwest Washington. They meet the first and third Thursdays of each month from 10 until 11:30, again at the Lincoln City Senior Center. Next week, Paul, we're going to have an emergency power solution rally. People don't really know what this is. I had no idea what it was. I really look forward to next week's program.
Yeah, and just as a heads up for the event, so you can get it on your calendar, Saturday, January 25th at the Depoe Bay Community Center. Activities start at 10 o'clock, run all the way through 8:30 p.m., and they're all going to be talking about emergency power, and they're going to have a special demonstration of hydrogen fuel cell technology.
We had an opportunity to do the interview already, and I was completely in awe with the gentleman that you're going to hear from next week right here on the Double R Show. Theater West on stage with their play right now.
Dial M for Murder.
Dial M for Murder. It is an interesting program, interesting show, and they're doing even a
matinee, right? Sunday?
Matinee Sunday. So you'll have an opportunity to see it numbers of times. That's Theater West at their building there in an El Scout Strip. Good times are happening in Depoe Bay.
Yeah, and they've been happening for a long time, right?
Yeah,
So,
there is a jingle, there's a song. Good times are happening in Depoe Bay for plenty of family fun. Written originally by a friend of mine that came out here from Montana with me, Rick Cavanero.
Uncle Ricky.
Uncle Ricky, he wrote the jingle. Gentleman over in Eugene did all of the instrumental pieces, sang the jingle, the whole bit. I have to find a copy so we could play that next week on the program. Good times are happening in
Depoe Bay
for plenty of family fun. It's fun stuff. Anything else your side of the table?
That'll do it. Thanks.
That'll do it to the Dunes on a Double R Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us on the Double R Show for Good Times Are Happening. For Paul and Jenna, I'm Double R. Have a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.